Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Social Sports Pad podcast. I am your host, Ricky, and alongside me, Ben. And today we are going to talk about the Sunday games of the Week 15 lineup. Everybody knows the drill. If you've been following the podcast for a while, we're going to basically talk the game. We're going to say the spread. Excuse me. That was definitely a coffee related burp there from Bulletproof Coffee. Wonderful, delicious. They don't just have coffee; they have gummies that basically fit your energy needs. Go ahead and click our link in the home screen of our podcast page, and go ahead and get some for yourself. But basically, the rules are simple. I'm gonna say what the game is, what the spread is going into it, and then since it's just me and Ben today, we're gonna go ahead and just back and forth. Who's gonna win the game, or to guess the spread, and a bold prediction. That cool with you, Ben?
That's fine.
All right. Covered Thursday night and Saturday night games, so we're not going to recap any of those. We're going to start in New Orleans as the Saints host the Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Ritter's first game as a professional football athlete. Way to go, kid! You're the one of your group to start playing. The Saints are favored by 3.5. So Ben, what do you see?
What do I see? The Saints. Saints, Falcons. You said there's a new kid in town in the Saints?
Yep. Mariota's on IR. So
Mariota's out. Okay.
Yep. So Desmond Ritter is in.
Yeah. Saints are going to definitely win this. It's probably not going to be a Purdy situation for the rookie here. He's a rookie.
Yep, he is a rookie.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing his name. Yeah, he's not going to fare well against that Saints defense. Yeah, look for the Saints to definitely win. What is it? The Ginger playing?
Yep, it's the Ginger.
Ginger's playing.
Yep, he's gonna snap.
Yeah, give Gingerbread Man a cookie. Let him he'll get about 325, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
All right. Really, I don't see anything really coming out of this game. Nothing spectacular. I just see a Saints victory. Guess my bold prediction is the kid's going to throw 3 interceptions.
Ooh.
Yep. Next, we're going to go to Chicago as they host the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are 8.5-point favorites over the Bears. So, Ben, take her away.
Oh, the Bears are going to get destroyed. No chance. Look for Eagles defense have field day with Fields. Unless he shows up like Jalen Hurts, but I doubt it. That defense is going to pick them off 3 times. It's going to be 2 pick sixes. Eagles are going to win easily. I would say 37-13.
All right. I kind of agree with you. The Eagles are going to destroy the Bears. And my bold prediction is you're going to see Gardner Minshew playing under center by halftime. All right. Next, we're going to have the Jets versus the Lions. The Jets are actually favored by 0.5 point over the Lions. Say.
Well, Zach, I live in your mom's basement. Well, he's playing again. He's getting another shot since Flacco is doing his side gig. I see Detroit winning. The Jets are definitely on a downslide. They're not the same Jets that started the year. I think everybody figured them out because of the quarterback issue. Give the Lions more credit. They're going to win at least by 14.
I'm going to agree with you in that Detroit is going to beat the Jets. I definitely just in my opinion, I say that the Jets don't have the heart. This wonderful, compelling game of two teams that have a bunch of heart. The Lions are mountains and mountains of it, while the Jets, with the gutly performance of Mike White against Buffalo last week, definitely earned a little bit of respect from me. Absolutely. So, but Detroit has more of it. Detroit has more to play for, technically.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the Jets have a
Now that the
shot
Seahawks don't.
with the playoffs. I don't see the Jets making the playoffs. I see the
What?
Lions, claiming that spot for the NFC. I'm high on the Lions right now, so Lions for me. Next, we have Carolina versus Pittsburgh. This is going to be kind of a snooze fest, in my opinion. Ben, take her away. What do you see?
Just, yeah. I don't know if I should even pick a winner.
Right.
I don't know who's going to do better. Let's give the Steelers a little bit more credit. I think they'll give a win to them. I don't see it's going to be a pretty game. Look for Pickett, maybe have a breakout game, 300 yards. If that's a breakout, I don't know for him.
No, man. I'm giving this one to Carolina. They have more to play for. And that's really all I'm going to say about that.
Well,
there is nothing.
Aren't they?
Yep.
That's weird.
Right? After trading away everybody.
Well, especially with a record.
Next, we're going to go to Jacksonville. They're hosting Dallas. Dallas is slated to win by 4.5.
Huh. That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Over the plucky Jaguars. What say you?
My question is why so low of a spread? This is a trap game.
To be fair, this is the game you put money on.
No, this is not.
All right, go ahead and say yours, and I'll say why the spread is so low.
I feel that this is a trap game. The Cowboys don't really play quarterbacks pretty much as good as Trevor Lawrence recently, because let's face it, the Cowboys haven't really faced really good teams. You can say the Vikings are a really good team, but let's face it, the Vikings are on a downslide. And the Jaguars have a lot of weapons on offense. I think the Cowboys are going to struggle on defense against the Jaguars offense. I think the Jaguars are going to win.
Same, actually. But yeah, main reason why the spread is low is because the Cowboys only won by a point over the Texans, and the Jaguars beat the shit last week out of the Titans. So
yeah,
kind of
makes sense.
You definitely ahead and curve the spreads that way. I say the Jaguars are going to beat the Cowboys, and that's my bold prediction.
Yeah, that's my bold prediction too. Is Jaguars are going
to win. Speaking of the Texans, they are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. What say you, Ben?
The Chiefs are definitely going to win this. There's no question about that. I mean, there's no surprise here that we're going to have a Patrick Mahomes day and Travis Kelce show again. I mean, that's granted. That's going to happen every freaking game. Bold prediction here. I don't really see too much of a bold prediction. I don't really see how I can do a bold. Let's see. Let's just go with Kansas City defense. They're going to pick off the Texans 3 times. They're going to cause at least 4 turnovers.
Okay. Yeah, like everybody knows Kansas City's going to win. Kansas City's going to beat the spread, obviously. The Texans just have the firepower to keep up with Kansas City. And my bold prediction is Harrison Butker will have more points scored than the Houston Texans. Sorry, I gotta make this fun a little bit. This is kind of like an week. To be fair, yeah. Speaking of of the Denver Broncos favored over the Arizona Cardinals by a half a point.
Well, I don't know about all that. Like,
how I feel. Yeah, like,
man, are they not putting enough faith in Colt McCoy here? Because Colt McCoy is not a bad quarterback. Well, just because they took the Chiefs down to the wire last week or something? I don't know.
That was more Mahomes let them back in. Like,
all right, so I mean, I don't see how the Cardinals are going to lose against the Broncos. I don't understand this. There's absolutely no way, unless there's having some kind of resurgence of the second coming of Wilson. Look for Colt McCoy to throw for 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Broncos over the Cardinals.
Really?
Just because, I don't know. It's basically because of my prediction. My bold prediction is that the combination of Marlon Mack and Latavius Murray, god damn, that backfield of the Denver Broncos right now is almost it's like a fantasy football stud that you had like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I see them having more yards than Russell Wilson or the Arizona Cardinals. And potentially a sit alert, DeAndre Hopkins.
Really?
Yep. Next, we have another kind of Vegas does not want any. We have the Raiders against the Patriots. The Raiders are favored by half a point. And go ahead.
The Raiders that just blew it against Baker Mayfield? They're still favorites?
Well, I mean, they are facing the Patriots.
I mean, what? The Patriots are worse than the Rams? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of how this whole week is kind of feeling in terms of.
Yeah, I agree. This is a horrible week. Oh man, I don't know. Shit. Somehow there's gonna be a miracle in Las Vegas and they're gonna win. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Somehow, maybe Mac is gonna throw in pick 6. That's how it's gonna happen. Pick 6 for the win for Vegas.
Okay, that's your bold.
That's my bold.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders over the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots defense has been definitely locked. They were locked down against the Cardinals, but that was also Kyler Murray out and everything like that. It's kind of a tale of two mess right now. The Patriots offense is kind of stagnant and depressing.
Yeah.
And the Raiders defense just will not and cannot make a clean game. Like the Raiders lost on Thursday night. The Rams did not beat them. They committed way too many penalties in the last 2 drives that just made Baker like magic, and yeah, it just sucked. And question I have for this game is, is the New England defense going to stifle Derek Carr? But all in all, I go with the talent versus basically who has the better talent, and that goes to the Raiders. I'm going to go with Jacobs continuing his wonderful campaign this year with 150 yards and 2 scores to help at least somebody's fantasy team continue into playoffs. And let's run before this day stinks on me. All right. So we got the Chargers and the Titans. Chargers are favorites by 3.5. What do you say?
The Chargers, man. Come on, let's go. Yeah, the Chargers definitely are going to win this. They can't lose. Really? You think they're going to lose against the Titans? I don't know. Let's see. It's definitely a toss-up with this game, honestly. It's honestly which team wants it more. And I feel like the Chargers want it more. I don't feel like the Titans have had a cohesive year, especially since they fired people already. So look for the Chargers to win. Maybe Herbert, the Sherbert, is going to have a good game. 375 in the air, 3 touchdowns.
You sound a little Patrick Mahomesy there, real quick. But yeah, I'm the Chargers as well. Definitely seen them covering the points. They are back to being healthy on offense right now. They got Mike Williams back last week, and basically it shows that they needed him. So with him being there, it's going to be a hard day for Tennessee. The Chargers are just going to outpace them, win by 10. This is it's probably the best of the 4:00 games. But no, we go on to what is going to be the best of the 4:00 games. We have Cincinnati versus Tampa Bay. Cincinnati is favored by 3.5. What say you, Ben?
Farewell, Tom Brady. It's your send-off tour. Bengals are going to pick off Tom Brady 3 times, sending Tom Brady to the bench, body slamming a Microsoft Surface. And after the game, he's going to announce that he's going to retire, and he's going to go into the announcing booth for Fox.
I mean, fun.
That's what's going to happen, and I stick to it.
Well, I mean, for me, the the Patriots. Patriots light. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are killing themselves with penalties. Mike Evans had like a 64-yard touchdown brought back by penalty last week. And I have a question to Vegas is why the fuck are you only giving the advantage of 3.5? It should be at least 7 digits. This is by far, in my opinion, the easiest game to go with the Bengals and the points. Bold prediction is Joe Burrow is going to light Tampa Bay up. They are going to be rocked like a hurricane named Joe Burrow running through Tampa Bay. Right. And finally, finally. I was like, finally, yeah, a good game. Oh yeah, finally a really good game. We have the Commanders versus the Giants. It is 7-5-1. What do you see, Ben?
Oh, this isn't going to end in a tie this time. I see Washington coming into this game hungry. They are going to demolish and dismantle the Giants. It is going to be the Brian Robinson Show, and the Heineke Show.
Okay.
They're going to have a combined yards between the two of those. 450 yards, 4 touchdowns.
All right. So, my bold prediction is this game will end in a tie.
You son of a bitch.
It is going to end in a tie. If we are going to see NFL team go 0-2 against somebody in the season. Just kidding. I see the Commanders being the better team to win this. I mean, it'd be funny as all hell if it goes down to a tie. But no, I see it going to overtime. I see it being ended just like I predicted last time. It's going to go in overtime. It's going to be ended by a field goal by Joey Sly. And then finally, have the Packers versus the Rams. Can Baker work his magic in Lambeau? Or is Rodgers having us all hallucinate over the Rams matchup? All right, Ben, what do you got?
Is it going to be more Mayfield magic? You know what? That's my bowl. And it's cold. Go to Fanatics. They have a sale going on right now. It's going to be 24 degrees. Woo! That's going to be cold, man. Go to Fanatics. Visit the website. They have 70% off going on right now. Up to 70% off. You'll get it before Christmas if you order by today. And it's 59 shop is the code. Or ship. 59 ship. Sorry. So, who do I think is going to win this? The Rams. Baker Mayfield is going to show you why he was chosen to be the heir for Stafford. He's going to come in. He's going to show a little bit more poise. He's going to show a little more confidence because he knows the playbook a little bit more. And he's going to ball out, man. He's going to get 350 yards. He's going to get 3 touchdowns. He's going to have 1 interception.
Right.
Packers lose.
I am going to say the Packers. And I definitely see them covering the spread. The Packers offense has way more firepower than the Rams. The Rams hasn't been as solid defensively as they have been in years past. My bold prediction is Christian Watson is going to another 3-touchdown game for about 200 yards because Jalen Ramsey is going to be made a bitch.
Ooh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. All right. So, that is our picks, our bold predictions. Thank you, everybody, for listening in and everything this season and with this episode. Feel free to listen in on our quick World Cup final podcast prediction. And, for Ben, I am Ricky. This has been a Social Sports Ad podcast, and we leave you with good tidings of a good night, good week, and always good season.